Hello and good afternoon, everyone. My name is Shiva, and I am the content head here at IM Skills. And today I'm going to be the host of this orientation session. So before I could start, guys, if all of you can acknowledge that you all are able to hear my voice and see my screen clearly. Everyone, if you can acknowledge, please, in the chat box. Divya, Himanshu, Natarajan, Sakshi, Soumya, Saeed, Kalpana. Thank you so much, Soumya, for acknowledging. Thank you so much, Divya, Sakshi. Great, great. Thank you so much, guys, for acknowledging. Let me start with this session for all of you guys. Okay. Ankur, I guess Kalpana's mic is not connected. If you can help Kalpana Chauhan. Okay, guys. So let's start quickly with this orientation session for you guys. And first and foremost thing that I will be discussing with you within this session, guys, that what is the agenda of today's orientation session? So let's quickly have a look at, okay, what all things we are going to learn today in this session. So one by one, let's understand each point that we will be discussing. So first thing, guys, that we will be discussing with you all, that is the introduction or overview of content writing. So a lot of you are actually thinking that, okay, content writing is actually, in the market for a long time period now. It's been 1 year, 1.5 years since you're hearing a lot of buzz around content writing as a domain. So why exactly content as a domain is emerging in front of you? What is the job market as a content writer? What we can get as a content writer? What is the earning potential as a freelance content writer? So we will be discussing everything in detail about this particular section. Second portion, guys, that we will be discussing in this session today, that is, what is the demand for content writing? Every other company in today's time, you will see that they are looking for a content writer. It may be a freelance content writer I'm talking about, or maybe they are considering a full-time content writer. Why there is so much of demand of content writing? What all are the elements that the company is actually expecting from you into the content as a domain? I will be discussing about that in detail. Okay. Post to this, next section that I will be discussing with you guys, that is know your two sources of income. Now, guys, this is something which is very important. Each one of us, whenever we are spending time into something, we always have an objective that yes, we wanted to generate income when we are spending time, when we are spending money into something. So we will be looking at that, okay, what all are the source of income? Maybe as a full-time content writer, maybe as a freelance content writer, we will be discussing in detail about it. Okay. After discussing this particular section, guys, we will be talking about get the job freelance opportunities. Now, everybody, those who are planning to become a content writer, they have been promised by the organizations that you do my course, you will be able to get these kind of jobs, or maybe you will be able to get a kind of full-time opportunity in the market. But how exactly you can get these opportunities, nobody is actually giving you a clarity on that. Okay. So here within this particular class today, we will be discussing about all of these things, what is required to get a job in the market, and how exactly we have to move into this particular direction. We have to go with that part. Okay. So we will be discussing in detail about this section. Another part that I will be discussing about within this session at the end, that is the overview of content writing training program offered by IIM Skills. Each one of us, whenever we are targeting a particular training program, we do a lot of research. So here we will be discussing about what we have delivered over the last 9 years into the content as a domain. Why there is IIM Skills is actually listed as one of the most reputed company into the content industry. Why people are preferring our name. We will be discussing this part in detail. And at the end, guys, question and answer round is something that will always be there for you guys. Now, this is something which is, anyways open. So during the session as well, guys, if you will have any questions, any doubts, I would request each one of you to get those questions clarified, I will give you enough time to discuss about those questions and queries. Okay. But the overall, the format of this session will be like for the initial 40 minutes, I will be taking care of the overall presentation that I have prepared for you guys. And after that, for next 20 to 25 minutes, I will be allowing you to ask your questions, maybe in the chat, maybe over a, live one-on-one oral section if you wanted to have it with me. So I will give you that access as well. Okay. So we will go with this format. But anyways, in between the session, I want each one of you to participate in the questions or in the exercises that I'm sharing with you, because if you will participate with me, I will be able to know you better. And accordingly, this session can be, much more engaging for you guys and meaningful for you. So without wasting much of your time, guys, let's move to my first question that I have for each one of you. That is, why do you think, what is content writing? Why do you think that content as a domain is there in the market? There is so much of demand as a content writer. So I have a question to all of you, that what is the content writing as a domain you understand? I want all of you to please answer this question in the chat box. It may be a right question, it may be a wrong question. So I wanted to ask this thing first of all from you guys, that what do you understand by content writing as a domain? And then I'll discuss about. Ankur, Kalpana is not able to hear. If you can help her, you can message her. She has to connect with her mic. Rest everybody, if all of you can, answer to this question, what do you think? What is content writing? Everybody, please participate with me. Lizzie, Natarajan, Sakshi, Soumya, Saeed, Rashid. Okay, great. I have my first answer from Soumya. Content has become the voice of virtual world. Fantastic. Good answer, Soumya. Rest, other people, if you all can answer, if you all can participate with me. Other than Soumya, I got second answer from Saeed Rashid. Okay, so Rashid is saying same as Soumya mentioned. All social media platforms engage through content. Okay, fantastic. Sakshi is saying content writing is all about writing about various things to bring them into the limelight. Fantastic, great Sakshi. Lizzie says content is basically expressing yourself in different platforms. Okay. All right, Ankur, I got it. Anyone else is typing? Otherwise, I'll just move with the discussion. Anyone else is typing? I'll just take 10 more seconds. Okay, next answer again. Soumya providing the point how content. Okay, fantastic. Great. Okay, great. I got it. I got it, guys. Now I want all of you to please pay attention onto the screen. Okay. I will be, taking care of the session from here for you guys. See, what is happening in the market nowadays, I'll just, give you some brief background about the content as a domain, and I'll also tell you that what content writing is and why there is so much of demand into the content as an industry. So what is happening, guys? Nowadays, what we are looking at, you people are actually engaged with a lot of internet activities. We consume internet in our daily life. So whenever we are consuming internet in our daily life, what exactly we are consuming? So I'll just give you a brief, introduction to what we are looking at as a domain. So here I will share with you, whenever we are looking at our mobile screen, our mobile, this laptop screen. So what we are looking at, we are looking at only four things, guys. What all these four things are? I'll share one by one with you. Number one that you see on your screen, that is text. Okay. So whenever we are opening any page, you will always see there is a lot of text that will appear in front of you. Sometimes you will see that you are consuming videos. Okay. You are watching videos. Sometimes you will see that you're watching images, okay? And sometimes you will see what you are listening to voice messages, okay? So these are the four things what you are actually looking at on your screen. Now, what is happening, guys? Nowadays, we people are spending so much of time on different internet channels. I'll take an example from the video section. So let's say whenever we are looking at videos, do you think you watch all the videos what you are getting in front of you? The answer is no, you are not paying attention to every other video that you have in front of you. Okay. We will be looking at only those videos in which we as an individual find interest. Okay. So if we think that this is the video that is of my interest, related to my interest, we would love to spend time with that video. Okay. And whenever you are watching those videos, if you like those videos, you will share these videos with your colleagues, with your friends as well. Okay. A lot of people are receiving emails on daily basis, and you see there are a lot of emails in your inbox, a lot of email in your spam folder, a lot of emails in your promotional folder. Okay. Now, text is the option which companies are actually using through emails. They are trying to do what? They are trying to engage with you. Okay. Through text. If you are watching a video, so the video creator is actually trying to engage with you through video. Similarly, if you are watching an image, you are actually watching what? The creation of a content creator. By the way, all of these four forms that you are able to see in front of your screen, the combination of these four things is called content. Okay. Hello, everyone. I hope you all can hear my voice. I really apologize. There was a power cut due to which the session got interrupted in between. Divya, Himanshu, Sindhu, Said, Ankur, I hope all of you can hear my voice. I will start right from here. Now, I'll try to close the session a bit early for you guys after sharing all this information. Thank you so much, Himanshu, to stay connected in this meeting today. Okay, so I'm coming back to my screen. I was discussing about content as a domain and the different forms of content. Let me share my screen with you guys. Perfect. I hope my screen is visible to you all now. Great. Okay. Thank you so much for acknowledging. Though some guys have left the session, but I'll just give all this to those guys, those who are still. Okay. Whenever we are consuming content, there are various forms of mentioning. Okay. And the importance of this content is there. Why? Because whenever we are looking at everything, anything on our screen, we usually see that the company or the content creator is always trying to engage with you. That is what the main objective of that person is. So I was mentioning too, we always pay attention to that sort of content in which we have interest. Okay. For an example, when we watch a video or when let's say when we are receiving Instagram reels on our screen, we always look at only those reels in which we have interest. Now, one thing if you will notice, if you like the content, if you like that particular video, then there is a decision making process about something is already there in your mind. Let's say if somebody is trying to promote something through a video, and if you like that video content, then definitely there is a possibility that you plan your decision for that particular that particular service and you take your decision. So there is always a decision making process that you always do after looking at this content. Now, out of these four things, you will always see that text is the portion that will always appear in front of you as the primary part. Okay, because text is the king of this overall content industry. When you look at the video, so video will always have a video description. Say whenever you have to create video. So when a company actually preparing a video, there is a proper video script that the company will design first of all. And the reason behind designing that script is that the company wants to design that script that should be user friendly. It should be engaging for their participants or for their viewers. So that is the main purpose of that particular video creator. Okay. So video script writing is also a job of writers. Okay. That is again in the form of text. Image section is also something you will see a lot of quotations on a particular image that you see. So here is the result of content creator once again. So what I am trying to say that the whole internet as an industry, if you will look at every section that you are looking at, that is something which is being created by someone, and the purpose of that creation is engagement. Okay. Now, why this engagement is actually increasing day by day? So let's have a look at that particular section, and then we will move to next area. So guys, I'm just going to share one small section with you that whenever we say content writing, so I was mentioning in the introduction that content or content writing, content marketing, content editing, these kind of words are very famous in today's time. Why it is there? These words you are looking at only after pandemic. Before pandemic, let's say in 2020 or after 2022, you will see there is a huge difference. If you will recall in the year of 2020, before pandemic, we were not so aware, we were not so friendly with the online section. But what happened during the pandemic, let's say 20 March 2020, that is the day when the whole India got locked down. Okay.
By that time, all of a sudden, what happened? The overall market, because we were into traditional market, we were into offline market, that market got completely closed. Okay. As a result of that, what happened? The businesses, those who were running into the market, they also got closed. And when the market is closed, when the business is closed, automatically the income for an individual by that time was zero. And that is the point when we all were in a situation where we were looking at the things that, oh, how will we survive in the market? How will we earn the things if this situation is not going to improve? Okay. But gradually, what happened when the pandemic got over, or maybe during the pandemic, we realized some of the businesses, and I will also name out the business name, that is IIN Skills, those who were running their business into online format. Okay. They were able to survive in the market. Why? Because when they were running their business online, for them, the market was open. And if for them the market was open, then automatically the business was open for them, right? We were doing a lot of not closed by that time. Okay. So what happened? Yeah. So what happened when the market was open for me, my business was open for me. So what we felt that okay, the income also becomes 100% for us. Why? Because our business was not closed. Just allow me only 10 more seconds, guys. Let me change my internet because finally the internet recovered. Give me only one. Let me. Perfect. I hope all of you can hear me, guys. My internet is now connected. I'll just also share this section. Okay, great. So, am I audible to everybody? If you can acknowledge, guys, so that I can take this forward to next stage. Okay, great. Finally, the internet got changed. Why? Because I wanted to, show you few things. I don't want the interruption be there. So I thought that let me change my. Okay. So let me come to this screen. Share this. Okay, fine. Okay, guys. So I was talking about the online section. Okay. So by that time, we realized that, okay, the company which were doing online business, they were able to survive in the market. But the company which was into the offline market, into the traditional market, they got closed. When the situation got improved, when we came out from the pandemic time period, by that time we saw there is a huge revolution that we did. That is now finally we wanted to take our business into the online method. Okay. The reason behind that, we wanted to get ourselves ready for the same situation. There may be a possibility that after 1 year down the line, again, the lockdown situation will be there. So what we came to know that if we have our positioning online as well, if we are able to survive or take up our business into the online format, then we can actually survive in the market. So what people have started doing, some people, let's say there are small shopkeepers, let's say your neighbors or maybe your family members, those who were into the small businesses, they were selling to something, they reach out to Amazon and they started listing down their product on Amazon so that if anybody wanted to buy their service, their product, they can go to Amazon and buy their service from Amazon. So Amazon became famous by that time. Okay. Those who were having some extra money with them, what they did, they thought that, okay, let me reach out to a person who can develop my website. And I wanted to list down my product on my website. I wanted to start as a digital company finally.
So when we are reaching out to a company or we are reaching out to a web developer to create our website, so the web developer said, I can create your website, but over to your website, I need to paste content. I need to write about your services. So you give me that content. And then we realized that if we have to make our website, if we have to survive in the market, we need someone who can write about my services. And if we have to find out a person who can write about my services, then who will write about it? A content writer. That is the area where the demand of content writers started emerging. And people started finding out those guys who can write good content. Okay. And in the meanwhile, with the time, what we realize, a lot of companies say that, okay, my targeted audience is actually using social media. So let me use social media platform as well for my overall learning, or let's say for my overall business. So by that time, when we started using social media, then we realized there is a social media, writing or write-ups that we require. So again, we need a person who can use social media as a platform to do the overall promotion for myself. And when we came to know about all of these sections, then the overall section of content writing started emerging. Content writing started emerging. And since then, till today, you can see everything is now running around content writing. Okay. Now, when we know that, okay, content is the king of the market, to survive in the market, we want content writers. But when we are going into the content domain, we have a lot of questions. So, question that comes in my mind that I wanted to ask from all of you, that is, why do you think a company will hire a content writer? Though I have given you a small description about content as a domain, why it is emerging, but I wanted to check with you, why do you think a company will hire a content writer? I will just note down or mention my question here for you guys, okay? Give me a moment, let me open it. So my question to all of you is, when we know everything is now digitalized, and I have to hire a content writer. So what do you think? What is the purpose? Okay, why do you think a company will hire a content writer? All of you, please share as per your knowledge. We are 7 here in this demo session now. Divya, Himanshu, Sindhu, Soumya, Sridhar, Saeed. Why do you think a company will hire a content writer? What is their objective behind hiring you? Soumya says they want to have a dedicated person for writing to maintain the quality. All right, Divya. I'm so sorry. All right, Soumya. Other guys, we are 7 here. So this is good that we are less person here. We can have a good discussion. Sindhu, Himanshu, Sridhar. I guess Sridhar is from Dubai. Saeed, Rashid. Other than Soumya, anybody else would like to share? Why do you think a company will hire Divya? If you can answer. Okay, Divya says to help them give more information regarding their product. Perfect. Okay. All right. Sridhar says in this digital age, we literally everything becoming digital. When literally everything becoming digital, companies are the sense in having a in-house content manager. Okay. All of you are actually giving answers to a large extent that is most relevant, but actual part that I'm looking to get, content plays a vital role into engaging customer to purchase a product and service. Very nice, Saeed. Very good answer. So Saeed, Sridhar, Divya, Soumya. These 4 guys have answered. Sindhu, Himanshu has also answered. Sindhu have not answered. Okay, not an issue, Sindhu. You can, write in case if you have something to share with us. Okay, and I'll just
Also pay. Okay. Also to increase the likes. Okay, Soumya. One of the objective we may say that okay, also to increase like section. Fine, fine. So nobody else is typing now. Okay, guys. So let me optimizing the search. Perfect, perfect. Great, Soumya. Let me go back to the slide now and share the main purpose with you guys why a company hires a content writer. And I'll make it very simple for you guys, okay? See, whenever we are going to the company like Amazon, I'll just write it down here. Job of a content writer or why a company is going to hire you. These are the three objectives that why the company is going to hire you. Objective number one, whenever a company hires a content writer, they have an expectation from you. That is, you will drive sales for a company. That is number one, what they have an expectation with. I'll give you a detailed explanation with example with company name, okay, so that you can relate to it. Number two, lead generation. Okay, whenever a company is hiring you, different companies will have different objectives. So there is a set of audience or a set of companies they want you to write content to generate leads. Now, what is leads? So I'll just give you a brief intro to leads. Let's say I got your details. All of you are actually attending this demo session with me. For me, you are a prospect who is likely to buy my service. So you are a lead for me. Okay, in marketing language, a prospect customer is known or called as lead. Okay, so lead generation has the company has an objective from, and number three, that is brand building. Okay, so I'll talk about these three sections one by one with examples so that you can relate to it. Okay, let's move to the screen of mine. So each one of you are very well aware about Amazon as a platform. So whenever we have to do purchasing or buying or selling something, we use Amazon usually. Okay, now just pay attention here, guys. Let's say I have to purchase iPhone 15 Pro Max for an example. I'm just searching about it. Okay, I wanted to purchase iPhone 15 Max. Okay, so when I am searching on iPhone 15 Max in Amazon, you will scroll down. You will see there are a lot of companies which are selling you Amazon this iPhone 15 Max Pro. Okay, but there is one thing that you will notice, that is number one result, number two result, scroll down, number three result, right? Number four result, number five, scroll down. You will see different companies are offering the same phone. Okay, and at the bottom, if you will scroll down, you will see there are different pages. Currently, we are at page number one. Okay. Now you will see there is a page number two. Scroll down, you will see there is a page number three and page number four, like that. So now, do you think if you have to buy a mobile phone, you will scroll down at the bottom, you will click on page number two or three, and then you will buy a mobile phone? Do you ever do like this? Anybody? Those who are attending this session with me, whenever you are purchasing something, do you ever go to page number two or page number three to buy your service? Have you ever done like that? You can answer yes or no in the chat box, guys. Okay, Soumya says no. What about others, guys? Sai says at best page number two. And that is too, I don't think that is too very, rare occasion you will go to the page number two, Said. Soumya says first three options. Okay. Divya says no. Said says, yeah, right. What about others, guys? If you will participate with me, this will be a kind of acknowledgement for me as well that you are able to relate what I'm trying to say. I'll make it very simple for all of you guys. Sridhar, Divya has already answered. Okay, not an issue, guys. So most of you are actually saying no. You will not go to page number two, and you will always try to. So Sridhar is saying usually we don't go. The first few options only. That is right. So being a consumer, we always have a tendency that whenever we have to buy something, we always look at the topmost results. And usually we make our decision out of those results only. Okay. But now there are few things that I want you to pay attention. I was looking for what? I was looking for iPhone 15 Max, okay, Pro Max. But when you are getting the results in front of you, can you see there is a option that is mentioned sponsored? Can you see my cursor here, guys? Sponsored is mentioned here. I hope all of you can see that. Great, great. Scroll down little bit more. You will see second mobile phone is also showing sponsored. So initial two results that you are getting in front of you, this is these are the results of a sponsored section. I'll just write it down here, okay? And I wanted to create the difference right here that what I mean to say. So when we say why do company hire a content writer? So I'm talking about the sales. And when you are looking at sales on Amazon, you are getting what? Two types of results. What all these two types of results are? Sponsored. Sponsored means paid results. Okay. And when we say, if you will go down, if you will go to this page once again, after two results, the third phone that you are looking at in front of you, there is no sponsored before the name, right? Just before the description. Scroll down, there is no sponsored. Scroll down, there is no sponsored. So two types of results you are getting. Number one result that you are getting, that is sponsored, which is so-called paid. And second results, which are unpaid. So unpaid result is called SEO, search engine optimization. How many of you have heard about this term, search engine optimization? Anybody? Great, Soumya have heard about it. What about others? Who all have heard about search engine optimization? Said says yes, he have heard about. Fantastic. And guys, this is something which is a very important topic. Divya says yes. Now, this is something which is very important. Why? Because whenever you are looking to become a content writer, now relate these things. If search engine optimization is something you are not aware of, nobody can be a good content writer. I'll just relate it right here. So when I am actually hiring a content writer, my main objective from you is that is number one, you will be writing very good content for me. And the definition of good content is that you are writing content that is engaging. You are writing content that should be influencing. You are writing content that is meaningful. You are writing content which will help a reader to make their decision faster. Okay. If you are not following these things in your content, a person will never be interacting with your content. It will never be appearing as a kind of engaging content for the audience. Okay. So that is number one expectation that I have from you. So this is only 50% expectation that I'm sharing with you now. Second part that I was talking about, that is unpaid results, that is search engine optimization, SEO. That is my second expectation from you. See, whenever you will write content for me, you always have a targeted audience, okay, for whom you have written content. For an example, whomsoever have written this particular product description, I will open this in front of you in the next page. So now, whenever a person have written the product description, at the right hand side, you can see the overall text is there in front of you. Now, who have written this text? A content writer. So the writing section is always been done by a content writer. Now pay attention, guys. The person has written product description in a way so that if anybody is searching on Amazon about iPhone 15 Max Pro, this company that is coming on third rank, which is anyways is the first rank, is the result of search engine optimization. It means that this particular mobile phone is coming on top without any paid advertisement. Okay. That is what the company is actually expecting from you, that whenever you write content, your content should appear in front of your targeted audience without any paid result. It should be organic. It should be the result of search engine optimization. So if you know search engine optimization, you are good to go for a company. A company will never leave you. Whether it is a freelance job, whether it is a full-time job, this is your main responsible area. Being a content writer, SEO is the most important part. Now, when you are looking at Amazon, so these two companies which are coming in front of you, why these two companies are coming on top? Because whenever Amazon is actually listing some products in front of you, now in that listing, everybody cannot come on top. Like these two companies that you are looking at on your screen, they were unable to come on top, but anyways, they have to do business, right? So what they mentioned that we are ready to pay to Amazon if Amazon will show my advertisement on top. Okay. So Amazon says I'm ready to show your advertisement on top, but I will be showing number one sponsored in front of your result. So that person should be aware that you are just an advertisement. You are the result of a paid search. It is not an organic search. Okay. So this is difference number one. Difference number two, if I will click here right now on this particular mobile phone description, whichever company is selling this mobile phone, this company will pay a certain amount to Google. Why? Because, sorry, certain amount to Amazon. Why? Because as per this particular company, they have got a client on their page with the help of an advertisement. Okay. So company will always focus onto a, person who can write content that should be organically present in front of you. This one, this option, non-paid option, this is the result or this is the job of a content writer. They will always hire a person who is good into SEO. See, paid result is something which is a job of a digital marketer. They can hire a digital marketer anyways to get the paid ranking. But they want what? Organic ranking. For that, they wanted to hire a content writer. Now, this is the area, guys, where you have to do all of your research. Even if you wanted to find out the best institute for anything, not only for the content writing, let's have a look at it. That if your main job is to hire a person who is the best content writer, so now you have to pay attention that if any company is there which is claiming that I am best into providing content writing training, let's say uh, Sridhar is somebody who is looking for a best content writing course. Okay. And Sridhar is doing what? Sridhar is going on Google. Sridhar is saying best content writing, or let's say I'm best content writing course. When I'm searching best content writing course, I will search here. Then what you are looking at, initial top results. You can see here is sponsored. 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 These are not the organic results. Scroll down. If you will scroll down, from here you will see the organic results. Okay, Coursera is something which is actually writing a blog. LinkedIn is something which is writing a blog, but the company which is offering content writing course here, you can see IIM Skills, and there is no sponsored in front of IIM Skills. Okay, so now make sure whenever you do your research and you are saying that for me, if I will learn content writing in the best way, then I have to learn best SEO, best writing skills. Then you have to make sure that whichever company is claiming that they are best into it, you should always pay attention that how good they are able to do this part for themselves. Then you can give a comparison, or then you can find out the best institute for that. Okay. So search engine optimization, that is paid advertisement and non-paid advertisement I was talking about, that is sales. So now what I'm trying to create for you is whenever Amazon will hire a content writer, Amazon will always be looking to a person who can write this kind of description. This one I'm talking about, the non-paid one, the third one, this, okay? Because this is the organic result. So make sure whenever any company is hiring, so Amazon has a clear objective from you that Amazon wanted to drive sales. Okay. Amazon don't want that, okay, you share your contact details with them, then somebody will call you from Amazon and, convince you to purchase their services. No, nobody is going to do that. Whenever you have to buy something, you will go to Amazon directly, search something, you will get the results in front of you, and you will make your decision after reading the content description, the product description, like you have written here. If the description is not written in the right way, in a proper format, maybe possibility you will not buy that particular service. Okay. So the first part that I was talking about, that a company will hire you because of sales. So this is what I mean to say. You don't have it's never mean that you have to do sale for a company. But what I'm trying to say is that the company will have an objective from you, that you write content in a way so that only after reading your content, the person is ready to buy service. That is the job of a content writer. So this is the initial number one part that I was mentioning about, that the purpose of a company. Second purpose I was mentioning to lead generation, as I had written. Okay. Now lead generation, let's say I am taking an example of IIM skills. This is my company website, guys. Okay. So whenever anybody is landing to IIM skills website, we always say that come to my website, read overall content details, and after reading overall content details or the overall details, I want you to please share your details with me. Why? Because if you will share your contact number, your email address, and your name, then we will have sufficient amount of information with us. Someone from my team will reach out to you and try to counsel you. Let's say I am asking you that after reading this detail at the right hand side, I'm asking you join free demo session. If you will click on this option, join free demo session, it will ask you to share your name, email address, and phone number, and you will submit. The moment you will submit these three sections, we got your details as a company. And now I will ask my team to contact you. Why? Because we know that there was somebody who came to my website, read my content, and wanted to attend a demo session. So you will become a lead for me. Now, if you will not like my content that is written here, do you think you will come down here and you will share your details with us? It will never happen. You have shared your details only because when you came to my website and you read my overall content, you find it meaningful and you wanted to know more about it. That is the result. You scroll down and you click onto option, maybe request for a callback. You gave your three details with us, and then my teammate started contacting you. And this is with any company. Then when they have a proper say, selling things to you, that they don't want to sell you everything directly, they have a procedure that, okay, first of all, they will get your details, they will align their team for you, their teammate will call you trying to convince you. Once you are convinced, they will be giving you the I would say the payment details. You will pay the course fees and you are good to go with that. That is how it will be. Okay. So now you have to make sure that the content that you are writing down here, this content is actually making sense for a reader so that you can share your contact details with us. Okay. So this is what I mean to say, that if we will hire someone at IIM Skills, we will not be hiring a person who can write good, I would say transactional content. No, we will always hire a person who can write content that will help us to generate leads, because our first stage is to get the customer details, that is leads. Okay. And third part that I'm coming to, that is branding. So when we say branding, so branding I mean to say is, give me a moment, please. So how many of you have noticed that whenever there is an occasion, let's say I'm talking about Diwali, and you usually watch your televisions, there is an advertisement that is Cadbury Dairy Milk. They start their ad frequency on a higher side. And they always pitch you the content, the videos, the advertisement in a way that, okay, if you wanted to meet your, I would say, relatives, then kuch meeta ho jaye, like that. They are emotionally trying to connect with you. How many of you have noticed that you will always hear these kind of lines from them? Or maybe sometimes when there is an election time period, you will start looking at a lot of content around the person who is fighting for that election, and there is a positive content or maybe sometimes negative content starting flowing onto different social media platforms amongst the youngsters, amongst the voters. How many of you have noticed? Yes, Soumya, right. Majority of the brands do this. So content is something, branding portion is something. If I wanted to hire somebody, yes, right, Asian Paints is also doing the same part. Maybe jewelers are also doing the same part, right? All of you, all rest of you are able to relate with it. Himanshu, Nilanjana, Sindhu, Soumya has already answered. Sridhar, Saeed. I hope all of you are able to relate what I'm trying to say. The job of a content writer I'm discussing with you guys. Himanshu, thank you so much for acknowledging Himanshu. Devya, Sridhar, Saeed, all of you are great, great. Thank you so much, guys. All right. So now branding is something which is one of, thank you so much, Saeed. Branding is something which is one of the most important part of the content writer's journey. Why? Because let's say I am finding I have written a blog. I'll just give you a very basic example and then I will move ahead to the next step. Let's say I have written a blog that is best content writing course in India on this. When I have written a blog on this particular topic, I am able to get 100 visitors on my website. Okay. When I am able to get 100 visitors at my website, do you think 100 out of 100 would like to make their decision at the same moment and buy my service or buy the same service that I am referring? Do you think this will happen? When I have written, let's say when you have written a content around best content writing course in India, 100 people are actually visiting to your that particular blog that you have written. Okay. 100 people have visited your blog. Do you think 100 out of 100 will buy or make their decision then and there? Do you think this happens? If you can acknowledge, guys, I don't think this will happen. Unlikely. Nilanjana, yes, you are right, Nilanjana. Nobody is taking their decision then and there. Maybe there is a possibility out of 100, I would say a good percentage, 5%. It means 5 people may take their decision and will buy service. Only 5, right, Himanshu? Thank you so much. Only 5 people will buy my service then and there. Out of those 100, 5 has purchased my services, 95 people have not. Yes, right. Nilanjana, if 10 people are buying after reading the content, then and there, this is one of the most, I would say, so satisfying conversion percentage. When we are talking about the organic percentage, usually in the industry, 5% is one of the best percent, if anybody is able to get, right? So now, let's say 95 people are not buying my service. So do you think they are not interested? I would say no, they are actually interested in buying the same service for which I have written the content. But the main part is at that point of time, they are not ready to buy my service. So when they are not ready to buy my service at that point of time, there could be so many reasons behind that. One of the reason maybe they do not have funds, they do not have finance with them. Second reason, maybe they are not the decision makers. Third portion is maybe they have something else what is more important for them, which is already aligned, or any other reason. It can be any reason. You can, I'm sure all of you are able to relate what I'm trying to say. It means when you are doing research about something, obviously you have interest, but buying the service at the same point of time is something which is not clear. Why? Because there are so many reasons. So if I will leave all of you guys without any engagement, maybe a possibility after 2 months down the line, when you are ready to buy the same service that I had write it down in the past, by that time maybe you are unable to recall me that okay, I had read one of the content that was being written by Shiva. So what you will do straight away, once again you will do your research or you will try to find out the best content writing course in India once again, and by that time whichever company will come in front of you, likely you will buy the services from there on. This is very usual. Okay, you will buy the services from that company only, right? But in the meanwhile, usually what companies are actually doing, they are asking their content writers team that you have to continuously write content that should always engage with these 95 people, those who visited this particular content. It means you have to create content that can actually present or always available in front of these 95 people as a brand. Okay. So if that engagement is always there, you will always have a name of IIM skills in your mind that, okay, I was looking for content writing course in India. By that time, I was not available. I was not ready to buy my service, but maybe after a month or 2 months, when I have things ready with me, I know that, okay, IIM skills company is there, which is offering this course. I will directly go to their website and will buy the service. That is what branding means, that you are continuously engaging or having a presentation of your service in front of your targeted audience, those with whom you wanted to have an engagement. If you are able to do that, if your content quality is good, company will do business out of it without any challenge. And again, this is a job of a content writer. So I wanted to check with all of you guys till this extent, all of you are clear about what is content writing and why there is so much of importance of a content writer. Without content writing, this is sure that this digital industry cannot survive, guys. This is sure. But I wanted to check with you that as of now, the things what I am trying to show to you, that okay, the importance of a content writer, is it clear for everybody? Lead generation, sales, and branding. In the lead generation, I'm writing IIM skills. Branding, I'm writing, let's say, Cadbury. Great. Thank you so much, Soumya. What about 8 other guys, excluding me? 7 other guys, Himanshu, Nilanjana, Sindhu, Sridhar, Saeed. Great, great. Thank you so much. I have better comprehension. Oh, great, 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 great. Thank you so much, Saeed. So these are the three main objectives. Now, do not get this particular confusion in your mind, guys, that if I am doing content writing, what will be my job? Your job is going to be out of these three only, nothing else, only these three. A company will ask you to write content to get any of these objectives that I have just mentioned in front of you. Now, the difference will be like if you are working as a full-time content writer, you will be working with only one company as a permanent employee. If you are working as a part-timer, you will be working maybe with two companies, maybe with three companies, maybe with four companies, depending upon how many projects you are working at a time. Okay. But these are the main things that you will be doing during that particular section. That is being a content writer. Okay. So this is the objective of a content writer or content writing agency. Okay. Let me move to the next section now. That is opportunities in content writing. And I know that most of you are actually waiting for this section as well, that when we will be talking about the opportunities into content writing. So now, guys, whenever you are planning for the content writing as a domain, we usually find out you have three objectives. Number one objective, that a person has a job. Number two objective, that a individual will have plan to do freelancing. Number three, maybe setting up your own business. So I wanted to understand my lovely audience, those who are attending this demo session with me, what exactly is your objective. How many of you are looking for a job? How many of you are looking for freelance? How many of you are looking to setting up their own business? Please, in the chat box, guys, if you can share. Said says freelance. Sindhu says job. All right. Soumya says freelancing. Okay, great. What about others? Sridhar says freelancing. All right, Sridhar. Nilanjana says freelance. Perfect. Okay. Others, guys? One more person is yet to answer. Divya, I got the answer. Divya says for freelance. Great, great. So moreover, today we have a higher percentage where the audience is actually looking to become a freelancer. But yeah, Sindhu is there who is looking for a job opportunity. So I'll just, first of all start with the job part because somewhere we even have a plan that, okay, I should even target for job as well. So I'll just give you explanation about job, freelance, and setting up your own business. Now, guys, this is something which is very important. All of we are very much of aware about the job of a content writer. We know that if any company will hire, they will have only three objectives. What all these objectives I mentioned? That is sales, lead generation, and branding. Other than these three things, there is no other objective what the company will have from me. Let's say I have a company that is IIM Skills is finally is actually hiring for a content writer. You need to understand what exactly a company will look in an individual when they are hiring a person. Now, this is something which is very important. I will be sharing every section in a very transparent manner. I will not take anything here and there. I will be transparent with you guys. Okay. Whenever the company is going to actually hire you, they will focus on few things. Now, what all these things are, I'll just mention. Let me hiring. When a company wanted to hire you, they will look at what? Good writing skills they would demand in a person. Good SEO skill set you need to have. Third portion, I would say strong portfolio. How many of you are aware about portfolio, guys? How many of you are aware about portfolio? Okay. Site says not much. What about others? How many of you are aware about what is portfolio? Divya, Nilanjana, Sridhar, Sindhu. Anybody aware about what is portfolio? Soumya says it's likely your CV. To a large extent, Soumya, you are right. What about others? Nilanjana says means what all you have done. Perfect. Good answer, Nilanjana. Good to hear this from you. What about others? It's like your profile. Yes, to a large extent, it is absolutely right. And the person who mentioned Soumya, it's likely to your CV. Yes, you are also right. Great. I got it that all of you have a fair understanding upon the word that is called portfolio. Now, let me help you to understand. See, these two things you are already aware that good writing skills. I had told you that what is the definition of a good writing skill. Search engine optimization, I have already mentioned to you. And trust me, guys, after this discussion, I will be sharing some very important and, I would say competitive facts with you in front of you where you can do a lot of, research of yours. Great. So strong portfolio, let me come to this part. Now, see, understand, there are so many companies which are saying that, okay, we will help you in learning best content writing strategies. We will help you in providing you best job support from our side, this and that, and portfolio development. Now, trust me, what exactly companies are actually doing whenever they are helping you with the job part and portfolio development part, they will help. I'll just first of all answer you what is portfolio, and then after that, I'll come to the second. See, portfolio means you have done something as a content writer that should be live somewhere. When you are saying that you are a content writer, then your work you need to show to prove that you are a content writer, and the work that you are showing it should be live on a digital platform is called your portfolio. In a way, it is your CV. What Soumya mentioned, yes, it is absolutely right. It is your CV, but your work is actually showing on digital platforms. What is live? Okay. After that, Nilanjana says, what all things you have done? Yes. What all things you have done as a content writer, you have to show to someone, but it should be live. What companies are actually doing, they are helping you to develop your portfolio, but in the form of a Word document. So whenever a company will hire you, they will always question you, why should I consider you a content writer? Show me some of your work samples. If you will show only a Word document to the company, they will never appreciate that particular section and they will not accept it as your portfolio. They want your work to be live somewhere. That is your portfolio. Another person what mentioned, Sridhar mentioned that it's like your profile. Yes, when your name is coming as a writer of something, that will become a part of your portfolio. Okay. So let's say if anybody is going ahead with the portfolio development here at IIM Skills, you will be actually writing your first ebook and you will be getting it live on Amazon Kindle. Amazon is a globally known platform. Writing an ebook, it is a mandatory task that you will do in the portfolio development. And your book will be live, your name will appear as a writer on Amazon Kindle. If you will show this part to any company that I'm a writer, my book is live on Amazon Kindle, I'm an author, see this will make that impression, that make that particular sense to a company that yes, you know the writing norms. Why? Because if you follow Amazon's norms, algorithms, then only your book will be approved and then only it will be live. So you know that that is the reason your book is live. It will be a part of your portfolio development that we have. Likewise, Times of India blog. It is an international blog in today's time or international platform. We help our participants to write their content and get it live on Times of India readers blog. A lot of students of IIM Schools, they have already done this in past. You will be writing your first post for the brands like Vocal.media, which is a US based platform, again, internationally recognized. If your content is coming on these platforms and you have a link available with you that this is my work link, you can see my content is live on these platforms. You can consider me a content writer. If you show this, there is no point why the company will not consider your profile for that job. Okay. So what we do exceptionally that we help you to get live on digital platforms with your work. So this is something which means that portfolio. This ebook on Kindle will be on what subject? Sridhar, it's up to you. You will choose the subject depending upon your need. We will teach you how to write, how to upload, how to get it done. Niche will be yours. Okay. So this is for the job people. Now this is for the job people. I am coming to the second topic. I hope Sindhu, job is something what you were looking for. This is the job process of hiring section and all. I'll tell you about how we are going to help you within this process, but I hope this process is clear to you. Sindhu, can you acknowledge? Second section I'm talking about. Great. Thank you so much for acknowledging, Sindhu. Second process that I'm just acknowledging about that is freelancing. Now, guys, understand a lot of people, have a confusion that, okay, what is the difference between job and freelance? Okay. The job part, as I mentioned to you, you are doing for one company. You are a permanent employee of a company. But when we say freelance, freelance means you are working with multiple companies. It means you are not, I would say a permanent employee of a company. You are not on roll. You're working with different companies on contractual basis. The amount of work you will do for them, they will be paying you accordingly. Your job will remain same, writing content. The way a full-time content writer is writing job content for their company as a full-timer. Likewise, you will be writing content for multiple companies depending upon their objective. The process will remain same, only it's like you are not a permanent employee of that company. Plus, you do not have a fixed salary from a company like a job person have. It's like you may get higher than what a job person gets, you may get lesser than what a job person gets, depending upon the work that you have done. But if anybody wanted to be a content writing freelancer, what is the process? How do you get freelance opportunities? Now, this is something, guys, again, which is very important. Everyone, when you will do the research with them, or you will, try to do a kind of market research, everybody will promise you that you do my course, freelancing is in your pocket. You will have projects in your hand. Like that, they will say. It is not that easy as it is showing to you. Okay. Freelance industry is a competitive industry once again. To get freelance opportunities, you should be a person who is able to beat the market and get your clients on your own. Nobody is going to give you freelance clients. If a company is good, they can help you at every corner. And sometimes, if they are getting freelance clients, they can share their details with you. But it is purely your performance who will drive the freelance clients. Now, what is required for you? Number one, at this point of time, nobody knows you that you are someone as a freelance content writer. Why? Because you have not created your digital identity. Now, for you, the most important part is what I'm sharing with you is number one, you need to create your own website or a blog as a content writing freelancer. This is stage number one for you. Okay. Why? Because setting up your own profile as a content writing freelancer is the first requirement for you. Number two, you need to pitch your services in the right way. Okay. It means explain about your services. Let's say IIM Skills is providing so many courses in front of you. So what we have done, first of all, we have a website, iimskills.com. This is my website. If you will go to courses, you can see in a very systematic way we have mentioned about courses, digital marketing course, content writing course, finance related course. So there is a system what you can come to my website and you can see that okay, if I have to look at the content writing course details, I need to click on this, and when I will come to this page, then overall details you can see about my training program, right? You can see overall details here. And when you will read all of these details, you will get that clarity that, okay, IIM Skills is offering content writing course, which is a master certification, lifetime access, job oriented course, freelance is there. Everything when you are reading, you have that clarity. Then only you are making your decision. Without reading my services, you will never be making your decision. So I have pitched my services in a very systematic way to you so that you should be able to understand what I'm trying to convey to you. And the things what I have mentioned on it, these things are making sense. Then only you will think that okay, this company is good. I should make my decision. So the content quality that you are pitching to your services, it should be good. So the second part, what is most important part is that pitch your services in the right way. Okay. So that is second part, what is required. And third part is search engine optimization, SEO. When you have a very good website, you have pitched your services in a very good manner, systematic way, but still nobody knows you. I'll take an example. When I'm searching for here, let's say best content writing freelancer, let's say in, I'm taking Madhya Pradesh. Just an example. Best content writing freelancers in Madhya Pradesh because I don't know anybody in Madhya Pradesh, but I wanted to see who all are the freelancers. When I'm searching on this, you see number one company that is Upwork. Upwork is not a one person company. It is a kind of third party portal where usually people are creating their profiles and trying to hunt the projects there. So Upwork you can leave. You come to this freelancer again. It is a kind of blog writing company, right? Sulekha, no, Upwork again. Now, this is something, this is one of the company, okay, that will offer you a service of content writing. You can see the same here. You can see this, Simply Hired. This is one of the company that writes you or that provides you that content writing services. So now when I'm searching on internet about best content writing freelancers in Madhya Pradesh, make sure your website should come on top. How it will come on top? When you know the search engine optimization algorithms. We never ask our participants to trust on third party portals. Why? Because there are thousands of profiles are already there. If you will make your profile there, what happens? You have created your profile on these third party platforms. When someone will post a job on Upwork, why first of all, you should understand why a person is posting job on Upwork. The reason behind that is I'm unable to find an individual. When I was searching for a content writing freelancer, I did not get any individual personality website in front of me. So I had no option. I will go to Upwork only. So what we are trying to say, create your own profile, your own website, so that rather than going to Upwork, a person should land to your website. If you will fall down on Upwork section, then thousands of people are already there in the market. If I am talking to 10 people for one work, this is a huge competition. I would love to give my work to a person who is charging less and giving good services. So what will happen? You will be able to get sometimes projects from Upwork, but these are low paid projects. Once in a blue moon, you are getting project, but that is too on a low pay scale. It will lead to frustration. So make sure you have your own website. You have mentioned your services in the best way, and SEO is actually helping you to rank your website on top, like Upwork is coming in front of you. Do you understand? Upwork have never written any of their own content. It's you are the one, a person like you who writes content on Upwork, and Upwork is running like a kid. You are doing overall hard work, but Upwork is actually getting the clients. Are you getting my point? What I'm trying to say? So understand, using third-party platform is not a solution. Create your own identity. If you are planning for a long-run goal, that is something which will give you value. So search engine optimization is the next part. After that, sales. And sales, after that, you need to understand about the legal drafting. And post that, you should also understand the GST part and all. Why? Because when you start taking up the projects from the market, you are the one who has to do sales because you are the king of your journey. When you will be finding somebody is landed to your website, a person will immediately not buy your service. Remember that example, 95 people example I had given to you. A person will immediately not make decision. So the person may be possibility is talking to two more guys other than you. So you have to be good at your service pitching and you should be confident of that. So IIM skills will help you to do a good sales part as well. Nobody is teaching you that. We will teach you that. Legal drafting is something which is very important, guys, because when you are into freelance, you will be talking to so many guys. Who is genuine? Who is authentic? Who is not? You cannot, get the guess of that particular section. Make sure whenever you are signing up for any project, just simply have a legal agreement with the person so that nobody should be able to cheat you, right? It should be in that way. So these are the things what is required. Legal drafting, we will teach you that legal drafting part as well. And GST is something where when we are getting a good amount in your hand as a company, you have to go through with the taxes and GST part as well. So that portion is also something you should be good at. So for freelancing, this is the journey. Again, guys, I'm saying it is not that easy. What is being shown to you by the companies, why? Because if it is as easy, then the person who is talking to you over a call can easily create their own platform and start doing content writing freelancing. But it requires patience, it requires hard work. In the initial stage, if you are giving a sufficient amount of time, then in that case, you are good to go. And in both of these two skill sets, IIM skills is actually supporting you. If anybody is looking to create their own firm or their own business, again, this portion is the only portion that will be coming into the picture. Why? Because you have to make your website as an owner, pitch your services, and do the SEO. Simple. So freelance and setting up your own business process is more over same. So till this extent, things are clear to you guys. or not? If you have any question, you let me know. I will answer to your question, and then I will be talking about the course that we offer here at IM Skills. And I'll also give you a comparison between other institutes. I will also help you to meet more than 35,000 students in today's time, those who have done the course with us. Quite clear, Said says. Great, thank you so much. What about others? Guys, any other question if you have, you can let me know. Anybody? Soumya? Yes, it seems job easier than freelancing. Soumya, I am not saying that freelancing is not easy. It is easy. What I am trying to say that you have to go with the right process. Don't fall into a trap where somebody is saying that you will get freelance and you have that freelance. No. If you have done the right procedure in the right way, trust me, you will never be looking for a job. Why? Because earning potential you are able to develop may be higher into freelance. So everything has their own importance. Okay. So I would not say that content writing job is easier than the freelancing. No. Moreover, both of these two sections are same. Your approach is different. Sakshi says, got most of it. Divya says, so in freelancing, we have to use marketing. Yes, Divya. If you will not use marketing, even into job, why a company will hire you if you are a good content writer and if you don't know SEO, it means the marketing algorithms all obviously company will not hire. Content writing is a combination of content writing plus content marketing both. You have to learn in both the cases. Website and blog part. Sridhar, what do you mean by this? Can you repeat again, please? I couldn't get your question. Can you elaborate? Okay, fine. See, website or blog. Moreover, this is just something when you have your own digital presence. See, whenever you go to, let's say, I'll give you very basic example. So, Sridhar, you are in Dubai. You always have an address. If you want to invite me to your place, you will send me your address that, okay, Shiva, you have to come to this address. Okay. And if I have a good, I mean, right address with me, I can reach out to you. Right. Similarly, internet is a very vast space. If you were saying that Shiva, you have to visit my website, and my website is iimskills.com. This is my website address. If I will open this, you are there on my address. So this is a website which is pitching so many services. Let's say I am opening another website that is, let me see if it is working. There is a website which says coursedefo.com. Again, it is a website only. But on this website, the main part that you will see, that is different types of courses, what is there in the market. Okay. So these are blogs that you are seeing. Other than blogs, you will not see anything else. So we usually call it as blog rather than seeing it as a website. Is it clear to you, Sridhar? We will teach you the website creation. So you will create these. I'll talk about it. Anyways, we will help you. I mean, we have a part of this particular section in our course. We will teach you how to make a website or a blog. Anyways, but I'll talk about my course later on. So till this extent, I hope it is clear. Nilanjana says, who protects freelancers from plagiarism? If you writing, there are so many tools, Nilanjana. You will get access of so many tools during the training. We will suggest you so many tools. You will use those tools and you don't have to pay for that, right? And you will be able to validate whether this is a unique content or it is matching to some other website. Okay. You're most welcome, Nilanjana. So great. So till this extent, I hope everybody is clear. I will talk about the next section now. That is what we offer here at IM Skills as a course and why we are different from others who all have done the course with IIM Skills, how many participants are there, how you can validate, how you can get the feedback, or a lot of things. So things are clear. Can I move ahead, guys? Can you acknowledge? Good to go. May I move ahead? Great. Thank you so much, Said. Great, great, great. Let me go to my slide once again. Okay, so we are done with this. Thank you so much for acknowledging Nilanjana. Thank you so much, Sakshi. So now, next part that I'm talking about, why you should go with a course that is with IIM skills. I'll first of all give you a brief introduction to the course and then I'll talk about the difference between us and other companies. Okay. First of all, guys, please note down these points if in case these things are important. We offer a training program that is called Content Writing Master Course. Overall duration of this training program will be 4 months, out of which initial 4 weeks is going to be the training time duration, in which we will be clearing the basic concepts of writing from A to Z. Everything you will get to learn with practical. Once your basics are clear, after that, there will be a 3 month internship in which we will be helping you to create your portfolio. The live reference is what I was talking about. So in these 4 months, how the classes are going to be, let me tell you that part. So classes will be every Sunday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. This will go for initial 1 month. Okay. So initial 1 month is what? Every Sunday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. This is IST. Okay, Sridhar, Indian Standard Time. As for Dubai time, it will be 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Okay, I must have told you this part. So first month will be like this. From second month to fourth month. Now classes will be every Sunday 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Again, it is IST. This will be second month to fourth month. These are the live timings. Soumya, unfortunately, we do not have the weekdays batch. Why? Because there is no participation. Participation is not there in that batch. Previously, we were running that batch, but everybody was actually targeting the Sunday batch. So we had to pause it. Okay, so these are the timings. Let me go back to this page. Now, within this particular overall 4 month of duration, you will be attending total 30 hours of live classes. That will include your internship lecture, the 3 month internship part that I was talking about, in which portfolio development part will be done. So that will have 14 hours of classes, plus initial 1 month will have 16 hours of classes. This will become 30 hours. This is something for live classes only, guys. Other than these live classes, you will be spending around 120 hours. 120 hours for practical, because after each class, you will be getting a task or assignment on which you have to work. And when you are working on those tasks and assignments, my team will be continuously supporting to you in case if you need any help. My team will be providing you mentorship. And in case if there are some questions and doubts, my team will be clearing those parts. Once you are done with your task and assignment, you need to submit your task to the expert team. They will evaluate your work and give you a detailed feedback. So this will be like you will attend the class on Sunday. After attending that class, you have got to learn a lot of things. Based on that particular class, we will give you a task. This task you have to complete by Thursday, 6 p.m. So you have to spend daily around 2 hours approximately. Okay. Once the task is done, submit this task to the expert team. They will evaluate your work and give you a feedback before your next class on. And every week this will happen like this. Okay. Once this procedure is done, after that we will be helping you with the portfolio development part. And once the portfolio development part is done, we will be going ahead and helping you with the placement part. Okay. Now, guys, I was mentioning to you that everybody is promising you that they will help you for the freelance, they will be helping you with the job part. How exactly you can validate? So first of all, I will be talking few things with you. Please do comparison with on all of these sections. Okay. Whenever you are targeting, I'm sure you are talking to so many other institutes. Please do these comparisons. As I was mentioning to you, a company who can do good writing, a company who can do best search engine optimization skills, they can teach you better. If they are able to do this part good for themselves, they can teach you the same part to you. Okay. If they are unable to do these things good for them, they cannot teach you better. Okay. How will you validate whether IIM skills is actually able to do these things for themselves or not? There is a tool that is called SEM Rush. This is a free tool, guys, that you all can also use. I'm just sharing this website with you in the chat box. You can use this particular website, SEMrush. You simply need to log in on this particular website by using your email address. I have already logged in. You can see here, my profile is there. Okay. I will click on this SEMrush section. And now I would like to do some market research that which company is the best company that is getting highest number of traffic organically on their website. It means they have the best SEO. Now, this is the search column where let's say I'm searching IIM skills. This is my website, guys. I hope you all can see. It is loading here. Please be on. See here, you can see IIM skills is there. I have searched about it. Now it is producing the result. I am making it for India. Okay. I'm not talking about worldwide. I'm talking only about India. That okay, how much traffic we are getting in India. Now the results are here in front of you guys. You can see what is the traffic that we are able to get on our website monthly. It is close to 4 lakh per month. This is an organic traffic. Okay. Organic traffic, guys, how much we are getting? Close to 4 lakh per month. Whichever competitor you have in your mind, simply type their website here, click on India and search the result and see how much they are getting as a traffic. I'll show you this comparison as well right here. I will scroll it down, okay, and I'll show you a brief comparison between us and the competitors of IIM skills. Let me scroll it down here. Let me see it. So here you can see competitive map positioning, right? Competitive analysis. Now you can see this purple circle belongs to IIM skills. I will just click here. Now you can see where we are IIM skills. You can see this is VR. The other company, what you are looking at, this is College Vidya. They are not an institute which offers a training. They are into different segments. So they are way different from what we are. But here at IIM Skills, you can see we are here. You can see other competitors. They are getting almost 3 times less traffic what we are getting. Are you getting my point, guys? Organic positioning, nobody is able to beat IIM Skills into the competition part. Okay. Now you can simply have this particular idea that if a company is unable to beat their own competition, how can they claim that they are better than any other institute? That is number one, what you can validate. I'm coming to second part. You can simply log into your LinkedIn account. Okay. Now, everything that I'm showing to you, everything that should be live, that you can validate it. It's not like that I'm saying something in words only. When you will log in to your this particular platform, that is IIM skills, sorry, linkedin.com, there is a search bar. In the search bar, you simply type Vaibhav Kakkar. He is the founder of IIM skills. Okay, guys, founder and CEO at IIM skills. I'm opening his profile. His profile is an open profile, guys. Okay, anybody can see what is happening on his profile. So when I'm clicking on his profile, you can see the achievements of IIM skills, what we have done. And rather than focusing on only onto the achievements, always focus onto the comment part. I will go here. Let me click on post. What I am trying to show to you. Go to post and pay attention to the comments. Just give me only 1 minute. Let me go back. I guess I did something wrong. The old profile, if I'm clicking on, when I'm clicking on his profile, okay, fine. Now when I'm clicking on his profile, now here you can see comments section. Pay attention here, guys. If you will click on comments, you see every time people are commenting directly to Vaibhav Kakkar that what they have achieved, okay, and what they are getting. All right. Here you can see recommendations people are giving. I will scroll it down here, comments, and show more comments, show all comments here. Here you scroll down every comment and read what this person has actually done. Recently, IIM skills got published into a newspaper. We have shared the copy of this newspaper here. Okay. Twinkle Singh, it's really nice. She is actually, appreciating the things what she has, got from IIM skills. Again, there is a newspaper what our name got published into. Okay. Nidhi is there. I'm so happy starting new position as a content writer. Right? She was a student of IIM skills. Okay. Said is there who has completed, right? So everybody is actually sharing their views with us and their achievements with us. Now, here you can validate the transparency of IIM skills. Second part, what you have to do, simply search IIM skills in the search bar only. Click on to IIM skills, you will see, and then after that, click on people, okay? Once you will do this exercise, you will see how many pages, more than 100 pages are here. You can see there are so many guys, those who have done the course with IIM skills. You talk to anybody. I was talking about Shruti, you can see here. She is working in Pune. Okay. Now, everybody, you can simply go to page number 2. You add anybody and you talk to them that what you have got from IIM skills, where exactly you are working, and what kind of feedback you have about them, right? These are the open areas where you can get the feedback from the genuine profiles. It's not like that, okay, I'm saying that we are best, everybody is saying we are best. No. So what you have seen, organic position of IIM skills, this is almost number one. I mean, this is number one amongst any other competitor of IIM skills. Transparency, I have shown to you how many people have done this course with IIM skills. You can add anybody, you can talk to them. Even some of the profiles, you can go to my website, iimskills.com. There is a placement column here, you can see. This is the, animated circle. Click on this. You will see all the placed candidate details. Okay. And so much of more. You will be getting trained by directly from the faculty of IIM skills. Okay. I'm the founder of IIM skills. You will be getting trained with from total 3 faculties who has more than 10 years of experience into the domain, right? Lifetime access you are getting of the training program that we offer. Nobody is actually offering you this. Portfolio development, website creation part, total 30 types of writing you will be doing. Here are the 30 types of writing. We help you in developing your website, portfolio, right? Freelance section. We help you to provide more than 35,000 rupees of tools access that you should use. So this is all something what is there, and that is not something which is for a limited time period. It is for lifetime time. Okay. So if anybody is actually targeting for a long-term career into the content world, we as a company will make sure that we are providing you best training support from our side. Trust me, what all sections I have told you, I have mentioned to you, I have not done any kind of modification in my words. I was crystal clear, transparent with you guys that this is what content as a domain will give you. Okay. If still in case there are something where you have some questions, I am giving you all access to unmute yourself one by one, and you all can actually ask questions. Okay. So now, anybody, if you have any question, if you want to ask your question in the chat box, you can ask your question in the chat box. If anybody wanted to unmute themselves, they can unmute and ask their question. I am done with my overall presentation, guys. And by the way, we are starting our fresh batch from 3rd March, the upcoming batch that we are starting. We are targeting 2 more seats. So I am writing here fresh batch. We are starting from 3rd March. Okay. Fresh batch we have from 3rd of March. And if anybody is targeting to start this batch, you can use this link. So what will happen? You will go to this link. Okay. Click on this link. This page will appear. This is the course fees. I will not mention here. Course fee is INR 16,900 plus 18% GST. So this will be like INR 19,942. And Sridhar is from Dubai, so it will be 900 AED in Dubai currency. So this is the link, guys. Simply open this link. Here you will see the batch date. Simply mention the batch date that you are targeting. That is third of this, 3rd of March. Click on this, put your details, and you are good to go. We have 2 more seats available in the batch starting from 3rd of March. After 3rd of March, guys, we will have our next batch from 31st of March. So I wanted to know from all of you that which batch exactly you are targeting and how many of you are targeting to start your training from 3rd of March. And in the meanwhile, if anybody has a question, they can unmute themselves and ask their question as well. So all of you, if you can answer that which batch exactly you are targeting to start. And the enrollment link is already there with you guys.
Hi there, I'm Rashid, Syed Rashid.
Yes, Rashid.
Your name, sir?
My name is Shiva.
Shiva. During your presentation, you mentioned that SEO is one of the key component of the course, correct?
Oh,
Or
yes,
rather the content writing subject itself.
yes.
Okay. To what extent do you provide training on SEO?
Under SEO, Rashid, actually, we are covering total 3 elements, which are the most important elements. Okay.
Okay.
On-page optimization, okay, off-page optimization, and technical SEO. Into the world of technical writing, the kind of depth knowledge is required. A to Z, everything will be covered. Okay.
Okay.
And the best part is this SEO section will be led by the founder of IIM Skills, Mr. Vaibhav Kakkad. He holds more than 15 years of experience into SEO.
Okay.
So that is the beauty.
Okay.
So there will not be even a single point that you will left out into SEO part.
Okay.
Will be covered.
So I need not have any prior experience in SEO.
No, not required.
That's
Everything we will be teaching from scratch, right from keyword research, market research.
That's good. Okay.
Okay, so
that's right. That was my main concern that I wanted to discuss with you.
thank you so much for asking questions. So Soumya says, I'm interested into 31st of March batch. All right, Soumya. Okay, Sakshi says 31st of March batch. Nilanjana says, I'm interested into 31st of March. Okay. Divya says 31st of March. All right.
So I go in for the 4th of March.
3rd of March, you are going for Saeed?
4th of March, yes.
Okay. So Saeed, the enrollment link is already there. You can use that link. And you can mute yourself. Maybe other person are also asking questions. So
Sure.
I have anyway shared the link. You can simply use this link because 3rd of March we'll have 2 more enrollments. So anybody else? Sakshi, Sindhu, Soumya, Sridhar, Divya, Himanshu, Nilanjana. If you want to unmute and ask some question or things are clear. Sridhar has unmuted. Yes, Sridhar. Sridhar, your voice is not audible. Can you please take your mic once?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
I can hear you very well, Sridhar. Yes, welcome.
Okay, thanks. Just a couple of things. One is, so when we attend, is there any preparation that we need to do, or we just, present there with the laptop? I mean, when we start.
See, everything we will be starting from scratch, Sridhar, okay? We will give you one ebook before the starting of your class, okay? And we will give you around 1 week's time to go through with this ebook. There is no prerequisite. There is no pre-preparation that you have to do. Simply go through with that ebook and we are good to go. Because everything that we are teaching from scratch. So no prior.
Okay. And, my second query was, pertaining to, basically, I also, when you asked, so what is the interest? So when I mentioned that it is in the freelancing part, and in that, I'm looking at something like, let's say, blogging and, the content writing, and then the research that is done usually for the content. And I'm sure, I'm not worried about the plagiarism because I know that can be controlled and not an issue there. So will it cover all these aspects as well? I mean, in short, my question is whatever you have mentioned in the modules that you are going to cover, everything mentioned there is going to be covered, is it?
Right, right. Everything that is mentioned in the module section will be covered A to Z. It's not like the introduction section. Okay. Every section that we have added, it is because of some reason. Okay. So we make sure that whatever section that even has to be added, not only the syllabus section. Syllabus is something which we will anyways cover. If there are some additional tools, let's say some additional case studies, what is required to make that particular learning much more easy for you guys, we always do all of these additions. Okay, so everything what we have mentioned will be taught to you without any challenge.
Okay. Thank you, Shiva.
You're most welcome.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Shiva. My question is, hi, I'm Soumya. My question is the course only related to sales-related writing, like the influencers are doing with the videos, or it could be also the flair of writing, like the article writing or the story writing or something like this?
Great, good question, Soumya. I guess in the meanwhile, you missed out that portion. I never mean that okay that you have to write content that is sales oriented. Different companies or different people have their different objectives. Sales is one of the reasons where companies may reach out to you to write content that should have a transactional content. Now understand what I'm trying to say. Okay, let's say
Yes,
you
that where I got confused because I'm also interested in writing. Like I have this flair of writing because I like to read, and I also want to write something that people can read at their leisure time, not just the sale oriented.
no no
One
no
of the aspect is also the transactional value, but also the kind of
informative content
yeah.
actually you are talking about, that you also wanted to use some sort of knowledge based content where people can actually read, not from the point of view of sales only. You
Yeah,
want
exactly. Non-fiction. Yeah, non-fiction.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. Fiction and non-fiction, both of these two sections are covered under the content section that we are providing. As I mentioned, every individual have their own perspective, their own, I would say, objective of going ahead with it. So a lot of people are actually writing content that is a non-fiction content. Okay, a lot of people are actually writing fiction content. So in simple words, creative writing you must have heard about, where we will talk about these stories, poems as well. And we also talk about the kind of copywriting section where mainly transactional content we are talking about. So content has various forms. We will make sure we are teaching you every single type of form what is there in the
Okay,
not only
thank you
from
so
the
much.
sales oriented section. Most welcome.
Just one more question, Shiva, if you don't mind.
Yes, sir. Yes, please.
Okay. Clearly, what will be the objective was this is that one should have an adequate knowledge of writing, at least the quality of writing. I'm saying, right? So the
Okay. Are you
quality of
talking about
the
it, or you are saying that it is a kind of prerequisite?
no, I'm saying that the content, the appeal of the content
Hmm.
will depend on the quality of the writing, correct?
Absolutely.
So to what extent will you facilitate the knowledge or the development of quality writing during the course?
A very genuine question. Let me answer to this question as well, Saeed.
Yes,
When
yes,
we are in the
yes,
learning phase cannot make you a pro writer.
cannot,
It's not possible. Okay.
cannot, yeah,
When we are in the learning phase, you will get to learn every possible aspect that you will have in front of you as an option to write best content. Okay.
right, right,
Now, what will happen when your learning is done? You are
Mhm.
writing content. Still, a person who holds 2 years of experience can write better than you. Why? Because
Yeah,
the kind of practice he is been through and the
yes,
learning what he has got over the last 2 years. This
yes,
is something nobody can teach you,
no,
right?
cannot, yeah,
From the learning point of view, anything what should be there in your knowledge base, you
right,
will have everything. Where
okay,
what level I am going ahead with it, that is your experience. On job learning will be going on. Okay.
okay.
That is what is something where you need to spend time. Everything cannot be taught, but what has to be taught, we will be teaching you more than that. That we have.
Now, the the presence of the student, the location rather of the student is not very relevant here, right? Because I also stay and work in Dubai, so that should not be a concern,
Okay.
correct?
Right. That is not at all a concerning part. By the way, before pandemic, we had a very good, not only before pandemic, we had our office in Dubai location as well.
Okay.
We are still getting a huge business, by the way, from Dubai location. Why? Because content is really famous in that location.
Right.
Middle East or Western countries, content is running all around. Digital has captured the whole globe now into this time. It is just you should be a person who should understand how to target the relevant audience.
Truly. Truly.
And that is what content is playing the role,
All right. Okay.
right?
Right, sir. Thank you.
Most welcome. So I guess most of you have mentioned about your requirements. So those who are planning to even start from 31st of March batch, guys, use the same link and choose the batch date that is 31st of March, because in each batch we have 30 seats, and still 31st of March batch we have around, I guess, just give me only 1 minute. And 31st of March, yes, we have around 19 seats still available. So you can surely go ahead. Okay. And meanwhile, guys, I would like you to please share your feedback as well about this session. And in case if you want me to do some more addition into the session or have some feedback, please do share with us. Uh, Definitely, we will be considering your feedback and we will be working on to the part that you will suggest us. And as Said, you are planning to start from 3rd of March, please use the link and at least get yourself on board and reserve one of the seat out of these two. Rest, anybody has a question or we are good to go, please do share your feedback as well with me, guys, in the chat box. Said saying I will enroll today, all right. It was, thank you so much, Soumya. Thank you so much for the feedback. Rest, all of you, please do share your feedback. And I really appreciate even after that, small disconnect of the power supply, you all were able to, still connect with us. So I really appreciate your patience and thank you so much for, having a great session here. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Sakshi, for the feedback. Thank you so much, Nilanjan. Thank you so much, Frida. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. So I guess moreover, everything is done. So looking forward to welcoming you all in 31st of March batch. I request you all to please enroll yourself as soon as possible. And very soon looking forward to seeing you in the live classes. Okay. Thank you so much all. And you all have a very good time ahead. And we will meet very soon in the classes. I'm just ending the session now.